Welcome back to day 19 of our 30-day decluttering challenge, and today we're doing kids' toys. I'm pretty excited about this one actually. The kids' toys are pretty organized, but we do have a lot of things that they're just not playing with anymore, and today's the day where they're getting out of my house for good. So this is our toy setup, and you guys know I love IKEA shelving, but I already can see some things right away that the kids just never play with. This, we have a bunch of American Doll things that the kids, they play with their dolls. Sometimes Abby does, but never the stuff that goes with it. So I'm going to get rid of this. This thing, so cute, but they're way too big. Let's give it to a little one. This thing, it's a Ninja Turtle house. It came from Walmart, but they never play with it. Milo never plays with it. And when he does, he breaks it. And it's so flimsy. And so it's like he plays on it and then it crashes and then I have to rebuild it. And I am no engineer. So it's hard and it's going. According to some person who doesn't mind putting this back together 7,000 times a day. You know what? It's cute. We have had a couple of times movie premiere night and we had this little thing, but we haven't used it in a couple of years now. Might as well give it to a theater group or something like that to use. So my kids are too old for these. They are so cute, but they're too old for those, but we'll keep the rest of the musical instruments. So here's the doctor kit. Can I just say, of all the toys, the doctor kit from the age of probably 18 months to now. I mean, my 11-year-old will still play pretend doctor with her siblings sometimes. This is by far the very best one. So I'm going to give you a quick tip here. To make doctor's robes, is that what you call it? You know those things that doctors wear? We just cut plain dollar store t-shirts and then put red crosses on them. Let me show you here. So we cut the plain t-shirt up the middle and then I just ironed on these red crosses. You can even do it with red like tape, red duct tape or something. And the kids wear these as their little doctor overcoats, trench coats, doctor coats, lab coats. We're going with one of those and it really makes it even more fun on a super small budget. So a doctor kit is like a must-have if you have a little kid. And we fill it with things like, you know, doctory stuff, and they usually pretend their stuffed animals are sick. So you can play vet, you can play doctor. I'm telling you, this probably the best kids toy ever. Okay, so with their little baby dolls, you know, they're fake American dolls, because we don't have American dolls here. We have Journey dolls, I think. Anyways, they have these little horses that, again, they never play with, and they have the little chair. I found some extra little, a Batman and a Spider-Man car that are never played with that can go. So my purge pile is looking pretty good and it only took about 10 minutes to find things. So set your timer for 15 minutes and purge some kids' toys today. And this is the perfect time of year to not only donate but also sell gently used children's toys. Christmas is coming and people are really looking for an affordable way to give a great gift to their kids. So purge right now. Hey guys, thanks so much for staying to the end. Let's talk about story time. So first of all, I have to start by saying I don't believe in ghosts. I really don't, but that doesn't mean that I still don't get scared. Like something scared the bejeebus out of me, and then I try to like look for scientific reasons of why that crap is happening because I like refuse to admit that there are ghosts. It doesn't seem plausible to me. Anyways, growing up as a kid, I grew up in a house that I was scared of, and the lights flickered constantly, and the TV would come on and off, and for some reason, the cupboard doors would slam, open and shut all the time. I think it was the way the windows were open, like the breeze would go through one window and just catch some of the doors, open them and slam. So whenever we had the windows open, the cupboard doors would open and shut by themselves all the time in this really old house, and I was alone like 24/7. Anyways, so here when we moved into this house, same sort of weird stuff because it's bad electrical. So lights flicker, the television goes on and off all the time, just, you know what I mean, old house stuff. The electrical isn't great. The bedroom lights in our bedroom flicker the most. And so, I mean, it can give you the heebie-jeebies sometimes, right? So now, okay, Friday the 13th, we went to a Halloween party at friends. Milo started feeling sick around 9. he just was like really having fun, and then he got tired all of a sudden. And so we left right away with him. He felt a little bit warm. We put him to bed. 2 o'clock in the morning, he comes running into the bedroom. They're here for us. They've come to take us. They're here to take us. And I'm like, I wake up and I pull him into bed. I'm like, what, buddy? What's going on? I thought he was having a nightmare. And then he clasps his hands over his ears and he's like, they won't stop whispering. They won't stop whispering in my ear. They're here. Can't you hear them? Well, now I'm a little freaked out, and I feel his head, and he has a mild fever, but not like hallucinate fever, but obviously he was having like an auditory hallucination because he wasn't feeling well. So then I'm a little freaked out, and I just say to him, what, I don't hear anything. What do you hear, buddy? Tell me what you hear. And he says, chow, 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 chow. That freaked me out, okay? Because the way he said it with his big eyes, and it was like a cross between Joe and jail. I don't even know really what he was saying, but he was hearing it. Like, he was still hearing it. He was, don't you hear that? And his hands were over his ears, and he was freaking out. So then Joe's up, and we're like, it's okay. We're trying to calm him down. I went and got him some Tylenol. I'm like, it's okay, buddy. It's just your ears playing tricks on you. I said, if there was someone in the house or something, the dog would be barking and going crazy. I kid you not. Not even, I get it out of my mouth. I said like the dog, his ears perk up. Not even like 30 seconds later, the dog starts growling. He's on our bed, he sleeps on our bed, and he's growling at nothing. He's looking around scared, just growling at nothing. Well then, Joe jumps out of bed. He's searching the house. I'm freaking out. I'm like, and Milo's still screaming because he hears the voices. I didn't sleep that night, okay? So Milo finally fell asleep, and it's been fine since. I think the dog, I mean, later when you look back, the dog was obviously just sensing our fear, right? He was growling because we were obviously like really just scared. But at the time, I turned the lights on, and I was up until like 6 in the morning, just like listening for every little freaking sound while Joe and Milo slept in our bed. And then, you know, the next night was a little rough too, but it's better. We're fine now. But do your kids hallucinate? I hallucinated as a kid. Izzy hallucinated when she was little. Abby's hallucinated one time, always when they have fevers. Maybe it's a hereditary thing. Joe's family, that just never happened, but all 3 of my kids hallucinate when they don't feel well. So it makes for some scary crap when little kids are seeing and hearing things that you cannot. I'll see you next time.